Hello everybody, so now I'll show you how to use the sound system. This is useful for both microphones and also for the piano. So basically what you want to start with is getting a microphone. They are located over here on the side. And then you also want to get an XLR cable. So the XLR cables are the funky ones with the 3 prongs. And those are located right here on the left. So once you have both your microphone and your XLR cable, what you're going to want to do is unwrap the cable and plug in the male side into the bottom of the microphone. Then, with the female end, you'll plug it into the input of the mixer. Now, this channel controls the volume for this microphone input. In order to turn on the mixer, you'll have to make sure that it's plugged in. So you'll grab one of these, usually there should be one right here, and you plug it into the bottom here. And please be careful with the mixer because it is fragile. Then once you've got that, you can plug it into the outlet, making sure that the volume is all the way down so it doesn't create any cracks and pops. There you go. There should be these 2 lights that come on. Now we want to make sure that this is now sending the signal out to the speakers. So what you'll do, and I'll bring you back here with me, is you'll make sure that this big speaker is on. This is what feeds the side speakers and is the bass contraption. There you go. Now when the light is on, that means it's on. And if the light doesn't turn on when you flick it up, that means you need to plug it in. But usually it should always be plugged in. Don't unplug. Then, once you've got all that hooked up, you can turn the volume up and you can hear some fuzz coming through. And then, now you've had the master volume up. So this is all your inputs will be able to be heard if there's something in them. Then you turn up your channel where your microphone is on. And you test the audio. I wish I could hear my piano louder. Oh wait, I know how to do this. Make sure to grab a 1/4-inch cable. So these are located on the right side of the rack over here. Then what you're going to want to do is, just like the microphone, you'll plug in one side into your output, which is right on the back here. The part that says phones. Do you see that? Then you take your cable and you bring it over here. And you connect the cable to the input of another channel. And so what you'll want to do is a line input, not an insert. It's the line input. You'll plug it right in there. Now what that means is that our 3rd channel here has the sound of the piano. So just as with the microphone, you had to turn up the main output. Then you also turn up the channel that's on. So you follow it down and you turn that one up as well. And as always, test your audio. There you have it. When you're done using the mixer, please make sure to put everything away and turn everything off. So first of all, you'll want to turn off the speaker, which means you come down here and you click that button off, so there's no light anymore. Now you know that you're not going to blow anyone's ears out. Then the next thing to do is to unplug the mixer itself. So that'll be plugged in right there. You just let it drop. Perfect. And the same thing goes for your cables and your microphone. So for the piano cable, we'll do this. Just unplug it, make sure to turn the piano off. And then unplug it on this side. When you're done using your cables, make sure to put them away nice and neatly in the appropriate spots. So first with these cables, you can really just make them a circle, big circle. So each time come around, shake it a little bit so it doesn't get knotted up. Same thing. Keep going. You see there? Now the last thing to do is to remember to wrap this up nicely. So there's this Velcro strap. These 2 knots on this side, these 2 inputs on this side. You're going to bring it over the Velcro. so that you can wrap it up a little tighter. Once you got that wrapped up, since this is a 1/4 inch cable, it goes on the right side over here. And then we'll do the same thing with the XLR cable. So if it's connected to a microphone, make sure to unplug the microphone and put it back. And unplug it from the board. This is where you put the microphones, all around here. And then with the XLRs, it's the exact same principle. So make the circle. And here it lines up perfectly. Put it around. And the XLRs go on the left side. Put it right here. There you have it.